Hi. I see I'm beginning to recognize a lot of faces. The more events I attend, the more faces I get to recognize. Especially, I want to thank, first of all, I want to thank the youth, our young people, for all the heart and soul they put into the work, bringing attention to all the issues a lot of their elders are afraid to address. And when I say elders, I'm talking about everybody's parents, uncles, aunties, grandmothers, okay? All the adults in every young person's life. Because you know what? We Indigenous people are not the only one who has elders, right? So, where are all you young people's elders here? Where are they all? There's one over there. Hello! Stand up! Let the young people know you're here for them. Please stand up. Do not be shy. They need to know you're here for them. You're here with them. All right, this is what we do in our community. Okay? We show up for our young people and we let them know we're there and we stand close by. And of course, we all know the raging grandmothers, the raging grannies. You guys have been my heroes forever. So anyways, I was invited here to come and do the opening prayer and to speak. Before I go on with the opening prayer, I am going to do the land acknowledgement. And it is not the land acknowledgement some of you have gotten accustomed to. This is my acknowledgement. My daughter and I talk about this all the time. Okay? First of all, I am actually appalled that organizations, groups, are still insisting on doing the land acknowledgement in light of what is happening, that the remains of the residential school children are still being found. Think about that. Yeah. Is the land acknowledgement really appropriate at this time? Personally, I don't think so. Okay? But I do welcome everyone who is here. And I appreciate everybody that does show up at these events. Not just show up, but actually doing something. What do you do after you go home? Out of sight, out of mind for a lot of people, right? So this is why, like, Land Acknowledgement Treaty 6, Treaty 8, that's all political stuff. The reality is our elders, our current elders in the Indigenous community are re-triggered with their traumas, with all that has been with the advent of the bones of our children being found. And the other reasons I don't do the land acknowledgement, first of all, it's happening less and less, but it's still happening, that we have to ask for permission to light up our medicines in these buildings. And you want me to do the land acknowledgement when I have to come to you and ask you for permission to use my medicines, our traditional medicines that grow on this land that you acknowledge as Treaty 6 territory? I'm somebody who doesn't ask for permission. I have a couple of witnesses here who know that. I go into a place, my people ask me to light a medicine, I'll do it at the risk of being arrested or fined. I don't care. So that's number one reason. Number two reason, our people, our youth, our elders are dying on these streets of Treaty 6 territory and Treaty 8 and all the other treaties. They're houseless. You know why they're houseless? Because they're landless. All right? Yeah, I don't do the land acknowledgement. So there's a whole bunch more other things I want to address on that, but now is not the time. Today's not the day. I just want to bring those three issues up that are really, really, like, as I'm speaking. I was just saying to the young people here, sometimes speaking the truth hurts, as long as I'm not wounding anyone. People hearing the truth, it hurts people to hear the truth sometimes. And let me tell you, sometimes it hurts me to speak our truth. Like right now, my knees are shaking and my heart is pounding. And when that happens to me, I know I'm not the one who's doing the talking. I'm the one who's saying the words, but it's not me that's speaking. It's my ancestors that are telling me what messages I need to bring. I don't think about what I'm going to say when I get called up. But I do make sure that I know what I'm talking about, or at least I try. Right? So today is about the climate change and unseasonable weather. Like right now today is a perfect fall day. These are the September days I remember growing up with. Who else remembers these September days growing up with? Okay? A lot of you young people have different weather patterns. I know my kids, like they go like, I remember this, but things have changed. Like I said that at one of the other events, right? Our summer has been excessively hot, extremely hot, to the point that we could barely function. Going like, maybe it's we start adopting siestas, right? And then the summer evenings were unseasonably cold. July and August evenings were very, very cold. Like feeling like it's September, October already. And I remember we would go play in the bush or play by the river or the creek in the summertime till like 7, 8 o'clock. It was still so warm, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. Mind you, we weren't allowed to be outside after the sun went down. That was our traditional teaching. But anyways, the climate change is real. We all know that. Those of us who are here, we know that. That's why we're here. But there are still a majority of the people who are in denial about it. And I'm thinking on the train here, I'm thinking, you know what? Because of the unseasonably cold summer evenings we had, and speaking to some of my elders about it and asking like, are you guys worried? Should I be worried too? Like, I'm not sure, right? Because I go to my elders for answers. And they said, yeah, they said, you know what? They said, even though if we end up getting a lot of snow this coming winter, they said, they believe we're going to have an unusually colder winter, even though it might still be another dry winter like we just had here. And they're predicting that it will be an extremely cold winter all over. So, you know, like, I don't know what else to say then again, to thank our youth, our young people, our warriors, who will not shut up, who will not sit down. You young people are my heroes, by the way. That's why when you call on me, I'm going, yes, I'm going to go sit amongst my heroes. So I'll go in with a prayer. I'll have to light my medicine.